Hello guys!
Hey everybody, the question to ask is, are we leaving Dumaguete? We come over here to Panglao. We're just on the opposite side of Alona Beach and Mawata Resort, and also the Bellevue Resort is the other direction. I lived on this beach when I first came here to the Philippines. I lived here for about 2 months and it was enjoyable. I need to find a future home for me and Janet. We only have 1 more year left on our lease, and we're trying to decide if we're going to stay in Dumaguete or we're going to move. Now there's a lot of options to moving over here in Panglao. They're building a brand new condo unit, high rise, and it's 3.3 million, and I'm thinking of buying one. It takes 2 to 3 years to build it before we can move in, which would be a good time frame. And it's also in-house financing, so I don't have to put that money all up front as cash before it's built. I might pay it off once we move in. They're a 1 bedroom, but they're small, 30 square meters.
Yes.
Very, very small, but it's something that'd be just for me and Janet. But the alternative to that is, if we decide not to live there, Janet can always have that as an investment property, being that it's right next to Alona Beach area. It would make a great Airbnb or rental unit, either on a short term or long term. So as an investment, $60,000 US to have a steady income from an apartment or a condo unit close to the beach might be a wise decision. This is something we'll make in the next year here, but it's something we're deciding. What do you think about leaving Dumaguete?
Oh my God, thinking leaving Dumaguete? It's hard for me.
Her whole family is in Dumaguete. Dumaguete is her home. That's her hometown. I'm hoping we can work something out with a piece of land we're looking at. Maybe build Janet a simple home for her future. But I've decided she needs something for her future. Take this opportunity. I love traveling. I love looking at all these different options of places you can buy. A modern condo is a good option. They're exact same price as the condos they're building up in Lapu-Lapu. So it isn't like the price is more here in Panglao. The one thing I noticed at Alona Beach, how crowded it is now. So many visitors are here, short-term tourists. People are coming here to enjoy their vacation, and the short-term rental is very high here. So it might be an interesting investment for Janet in the future. Something we have to decide. And if you guys got any comments about this, leave it in the comments section. Love to hear your opinion. The other options, because I need to find a permanent home. As I get into my 70s, I don't want to be moving every year, 1 year after another after another. I've made the commitment to stay here in the Philippines. I'm going to live here till my life is finished. So we need to find a permanent home, and that's either building something with Janet in Dumaguete area, Valencia area, or maybe purchasing a condo outside as an investment. And we still can rent in Dumaguete and live wherever we want, but once we decide to settle down, we can always move into that condo. So a lot of different options. Dumaguete, I love Dumaguete. You?
I love my place.
That's her
hometown.
That's her hometown. I love Dumaguete. You know, I read a comment a while back. Someone said, I can't live in Dumaguete because I don't want people putting a camera in my face every time walking down the street. Well, that doesn't happen. Don't be afraid of too many YouTubers. There aren't too many YouTubers in Dumaguete. If you're watching Ground Zero, that's where a lot of them go. But any day you go into Ground Zero, you're only going to see a couple of them there. It isn't like everybody goes there every morning at 10 o'clock and hangs out. They're spread out all over the place. We all have our own lives. Jan and I, we have our life. When people want to meet us, we try to accommodate them, meet them somewhere. But I notice when I contact other people, maybe they're busy. And there are other YouTubers, there are other friends that we've met online. And people have a life. Their whole life is not just having a camera and pointing it at people and doing a YouTube video. You can do that in a few hours. Depends how often you want to post. But these YouTubers, they're busy. They have their own life. They have families. They have a wife. They might have children, maybe their own children or their stepchildren. We have a busy life. Janet and I, we're sitting around and we say to ourselves, when are we going to retire? We're always busy. And it isn't just YouTube. It's everything that we have in our life that we want to do. This weekend, Janet got to cross something off her, what I call the bucket list. Where'd you get to go see?
What is my bucket list?
The bucket list is a list of things that you would like to do before you know your life is over.
They went me in the Chocolate Hills.
While we were here at the hotel and we rented a motorbike, Janet goes, I want to see Chocolate Hills.
Yeah, that's one. That is my first visit there in the Chocolate Hills in Bohol.
How was that visit?
So nice there.
It was nice. We drove a lot. We got lost.
Yeah.
And in a future video about Chocolate Hills, we'll tell you more about it. But we ended up driving, I'm going to guess, most of the island of Bohol looking for this place.
Yes.
We got sunburn on my nose, my face.
Yeah,
A little bit. But we had a fun time once we got there. Well organized. The local government unit had this thing down pat. They had a parking area.
Yes.
And you went in and you bought your tickets. I think they were 100 pesos each.
Yeah.
And then you got in a van, and the van said Chocolate Hills, and it was free. They
Yeah.
drove you to the top of the mountain, and it was, you know, they had an area where you disembarked from the van, and you didn't have to walk up any stairs to see anything. They had a special smoking area for people who smoke. But then you could go up the stairs, 300 steps, someone told me. And we walked up there, and I thought I was going to have problems. Janet had problems.
I have a problem there, guys.
She's so
my
old.
knees is so pain. Oh my God, I'm old.
She had some pain in her knees walking up, trying to hold the camera. Whenever you watch that video, you'll see the camera goes down and up because it was a long walk up. They had
Yeah.
railings. It was very safe. They had plenty of staff everywhere to help you if you needed it, to help you take a photo, a selfie. We took some video up there, but we didn't do any blogging off of there, but we did a video. But anyway, as for moving out of Dumaguete, it's something that we're thinking about, something in the future. Janet's not for it. I'm going to have to twist her arm a little bit, but she's happy with whatever we decide, right?
Yes.
Yes, you know. What else?
What else? What?
But we love being in Dumaguete. Dumaguete is very nice. It's been very good to us. It's been very good to me. It's very enjoyable. Many things to see and do. You guys who say online that I'm not coming to Dumaguete, too many foreigners, too many YouTubers, you're so wrong about that.
Yeah.
There are foreigners there. There's quite a bit in the popular areas. But me and Janet could spend days without running into any, or maybe just passing them, but not talking to them. They're where you want them to be. And there's nothing wrong with having foreign friends. You know, there's going to be a time when you're with your girlfriend or your wife, and you're going to say, man, I want to just go down and have a conversation. And you go somewhere where, you know, maybe the Red Table in Valencia, and you sit down and you talk with somebody. And you're just talking about everyday life, how hard it is or how easy it is. Maybe an issue you had with sending money, or the bank gave you a problem. But someone you can vent with, someone you want to talk to. It doesn't have to be a great friend, but it's always nice to talk to somebody. Don't be a hermit. Enjoy your life here in the Philippines. Not all expats are good, bad. So many are great individuals, and so many of the YouTubers are great people
Yes.
too. A couple bad apples don't make it terrible.
God, it's raining here. We're blessed.
We are blessed with rain. You've been here twice.
We've been here in Bohol twice. Always rain.